the president of the country. Senior, what was the Naka at the tithe? Just like as we are praying that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, it is in the hand of the president to say or write and sign anything. Bring him out. They won't tell us that what the governors, what the people are reporting, we don't understand what they are saying. It is in the hand of the leader to save the southern Nigeria, southeast here, from what we are passing through. Let Nnamdi Kanu be brought out and be given an assignment. Mazi Kanu, the youth of Igbo respect you. There is no other person they respect the way they respect you. Both Christians and non-Christians, go and use them to stop this insecurity in the southeast. Nnamdi, can you do it? If he can solve it, what are they holding him there? If the solution is there, why killing these boys? So in this, my anniversary week, before the Lord, I plead again to Mr. President, our President Tinubu, please, it is in your power. Let it be one of your achievements. The president that made sure he was arrested is no more alive. President Tinubu, prove them wrong that you are still alive. Set Nnamdi Kanu free. They are using him for political brigandry. All this political brouhaha you are hearing from them are not true. Bring him out. You will not understand what I'm saying until you retain him there. Mr. President Tinubu, listen to what Father Mbaka is saying. And those of us here who want him to be released, wave your hands to the Lord. So, those who want him released, how many of them? How many of them? There is what they call amnesty. I am here not talking about whether he is guilty or not guilty. I'm talking about security solution evolution. If the fact and the reality of the security evolution is embedded in the personality of this young man that is in bondage somewhere, and there are crises here, and some people are using him for political rubbish, and those who declare that he must not be released are corrupt. None of them is better than the man that is arrested. All of them who are saying that he must not be released, that if he's released, what will happen? You are holding somebody and things are getting worse. Why not release him and find peace? So, Mr. President, if you do this, one day you will say, Father Mbaka, God bless you. I'm giving you an expo you don't understand. Because if you don't know, many vultures are gathering against you. The bird doesn't know that there are gathering of vultures and hawks. When I was telling President Jonathan to remove Jega and continue your dynasty, they said, Mbaka, keep quiet. Mbaka, keep quiet. I asked Jonathan, who is holding your ladder? You are no longer with Jega. When I offer a solution, they will call it politics. Which party do I belong? I belong to the party of God, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I belong to the party of the Eucharistic Jesus. Yes. I belong to the Ayayayeo party. Party of the Umikuku. Ndinefe Chineke. When Jonathan disobeyed me, the president, you saw the result. Remove Jega and find somebody else. He said, who is Mbaka to talk? Mbaka, keep quiet. Mbaka, why? Okay. If this is the prayer I am making, I've never asked the president for anything. Release him. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Many people are afraid of mentioning that name. Many are shying away. I'm not one of them. I'm Igbo. Now, Nigeria. Oh, yeah, no, 30 years in priesthood. I'm not talking about 30 days, though. Not 30 weeks. Not, oh. Ayeyeyo. Come to Jesus. To the glory of Yahweh Sabaoth.
The position of Mr. President came very clearly in that statement that he made. In politics, all is fair. Is that true? If that is what politics is, that in politics everything can be done, provided you win election.
Well, clearly that's not correct.
That is not
If that
correct.
is what was said, then it is certainly not correct.
That
because
is not. Well, we heard it.
There is propriety in everything, and they
Now,
ought to.
and that is what we are worried about. We are worried about the fact that we see clearly that our government is bent on winning by all means. And unfortunately, they have a lot of means at their disposal to win. And they are deploying all those means in a way that eventually, even if we had a free and fair election, the votes of the people may not count.
But
we gave 2 warnings.
Right.
We gave 2 warnings. The one you mentioned. I'm trying to remember now. But the second one is that if we do not rearrange our election system to make sure the elections are really free, fair, and credible, it can lead to difficulties.
Right. I mean, you talked about the dominance of a one-party state.
Okay, yes.
And then
we want that the country doesn't gain anything by a one-party state in a so-called democracy. There's nothing. Of course, we are not expecting Mr. President to help the opposition to defeat him. No. But the point we are raising is that even though the president has all the powers of incumbency, he is, in the election, he is a candidate like any other. He is a candidate like any other. And that is why we call our electoral commission independent. Now, there are doubts in some quarters about how independent this electoral commission
But he talked about the electoral commission.
He said so.
He said it was independent.
He says so. But like we also said, words are not.
I inherit the asset and liability of my predecessor. That's what. And I have been running with it. But this government has stabilized, and there's prosperity on the horizon. The quality of life is improving. Our founding fathers did their best. They lived for the nation, and we owe it to our generations yet unborn to build a nation of unity, stability, and prosperity for the future. To educate our people. Yes, none of your children in the university today, and we say all of them are your children, the Reverend Fathers. You can't say 4 years because it's not 4 years. ASU is not on strike. They are not bringing agony to your homes. Is that not an answer to our prayers? To me, that's an answer. The security situation is what it is. We don't have another country but here, this Nigeria. And we revert to our national anthem. In this complexity, diversity, we shall thrive, live, rejoice, and be good to all of us as humanity. And that is what we're doing. Yes, I've seen that the challenges are there. I inherited it. I didn't run away. I asked for this job, and I'm in it. Those who will take it from me will try. They will try. All is fair in politics, and it's equal opportunity. INEC you mentioned are neutral. They've never intimidated anybody. If political opponents are crying wolves, maybe they are afraid of their own shadows and the uncertainty in the companies they keep. Not me. I'm ready to, but I won't give them red carpet. I won't offer them the leash to tie me and rope me. No. We wrestle each other to the finishing point.